These are a few of our favorite songs. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Sound of Music songs. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're ranking the songs from this much-loved cinematic classic. Number 10. Climb Every Mountain.
Climb every mountain, search high and low.
This song is meant to be an inspirational one, and it definitely serves its purpose. As Mother Abbess addresses Maria, she sings with great wisdom, with lyrics alluding to nature in much the same way that Maria's opening number does. As the first major song in the second act, it helps push our heroine where she needs to go. It also allows us to see Mother Abbess in a different light, showing that she truly cares about Maria's happiness and well-being. Even for modern listeners, the message here is the same. You should aim high in order to achieve your dreams. Number 9. I Have Confidence.
What will this day be like? I wonder.
Fans of The Sound of Music know that the movie was adapted from a stage production. Though many of the songs in the final film were taken directly from the show, some new ones were added. One of them was I Have Confidence, which Maria sings on her way to her first day on the job with the Von Trapps.
Show them I'm worthy, and while I show them, I'll show me.
It's a bouncy tune that takes us from the Abbey to the family residence, and lets us see Maria's quirky personality a bit more. Listening to this enthusiastic song, you're immediately given the drive to take on the world.
Besides which you see, I have confidence in me. Strength doesn't lie in numbers. Strength doesn't lie in wealth. Strength lies in nights of peaceful slumbers. When you wake up, wake up!
Number 8. The Lonely Goatherd.
High on a hill was a lonely goatherd, lay, hoodle-lay, hoodle-lay, loud was the voice of the lonely goatherd, lay, hoodle-lay, hoodle-oo.
If there's one song from this movie that's bound to get stuck in your head for days, it's this one. The Lonely Goatherd is performed by the children as part of a marionette show that they put together for Captain Von Trapp. And it's fun, silly, and over the top.
One little girl in a pale pink coat heard lay, hoodle-lay, hoodle-lay,
She yodeled back to the lonely goatherd, lay, yodelay, ooloo.
The tune itself tells the story of a goat herd who is yodeling in the mountains. And the lyrics are bouncy and catchy. Also, you just gotta be impressed with how many things they managed to rhyme with the word goat herd. Number 7. Edelweiss. When we first meet Captain Von Trapp, he is cold and treats his children with little love or affection. But a turning point takes place when he takes out his guitar and sings this song surrounded by them.
Edelweiss, every morning you greet me.
Edelweiss is simple and beautiful, and in the original scene, Liesl joins in singing with her father.
White, clean and bright,
Clean and bright,
you look happy to meet me.
The song gets a memorable reprise later in the film, when the captain sings it at the Salzburg Festival concert, and his family accompanies him when he gets choked up. The moment where the crowd joins in defiance of the Nazis gives us goosebumps every time. Number 6. So Long, Farewell.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall and the bells in the steeple too.
There are so many iconic songs from The Sound of Music which have made their way into popular culture, and this is definitely one of them. The song that the children sing as they go off to bed during a party is supremely charming and entertaining.
So long, farewell, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Yes?
No.
Because each of them has their own individual parts that show off their personality, the scene piques viewers' interest at every turn. This song also gets a reprise at the end at the concert, and this time the moment is a much more sinister one. Number 5. Maria.
How do you find a word that means Maria? A flippity-gibbet, a will-o'-the-wisp,
A clown.
At the beginning of the film, the nuns of the abbey are singing about Maria, and we get to learn a lot about her from these pretty savage lyrics. They're discussing the fact that she doesn't fit in at the serious environment of the religious institution, and figuring out what to do about her.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down?
In retrospect, their words can come off as a bit harsh, but it's still one of the funniest and catchiest tunes in the musical.
Good to hear this! A bunch of nuns singing smack about me!
Plus, we can all relate to the criticism that Maria is late for everything, except for every meal.
How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand?
Number 4. 16 going on 17.
You wait, little girl, on an empty stage for fate to turn the light on.
One of the cleverest songs in this film uses irony disguised behind a sweet and adorable musical number. Because the thing is, in the end, Liesl has far more maturity than Rolf ever will.
You are 16 going on 17. Fellows will fall in line. Eager young lads and roués and cads will offer you food and wine.
By today's standards, Rolf sounds pretty patronizing and even a little sexist. But you've got to keep the historical context in mind. Oh, and the fact that he turns out to be a Nazi makes this a little less romantic. But if you tell us you've never tried to recreate this scene by jumping around a gazebo, we don't believe you. Number 3. Do, Re, Mi.
Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with
A, B, C.
when you
Do, a deer, a female deer. Who knew the solfege system could be so entertaining? Do, Re, Mi marks a change in the narrative when Maria officially defies Captain Von Trapp by teaching the children to sing, all while they're wearing their awesome curtain ensembles.
a deer, a female deer,
Ray,
a drop of golden sun,
me.
a name I call myself.
This is undoubtedly one of the most memorable numbers in the film, and the scope of its popularity has gone far beyond just the sound of music. Also, it's actually pretty educational, and can easily be used as a real teaching tool. Number 2. My Favorite Things.
Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
When we remember this song, we really don't feel so bad. This scene in the film shows the children bonding with Maria when they're frightened during a thunderstorm. They all pile into bed and she sings to them about her favorite things, which include charming examples like whiskers on kittens and schnitzel with noodles.
Simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
We can't possibly listen to this song without it giving us a boost in our mood. And we'd have to guess that all viewers share the same experience, no matter how many times you've seen it.
Silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog barks.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Where in my youth or childhood
1, The Sound of Music.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
The most iconic song in this musical is undoubtedly the one that shares its name with the movie itself. The Sound of Music acts as our introduction to the character of Maria, and opens the film on a high note with an uplifting and exuberant tune.
My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees.
The visuals of the Alps in the background gives us context into the setting, and the shot of Maria twirling with glee is uplifting every time we see it. The song has a reprise later in the film, sung this time by the children, bringing music back into the house once more. And their vocals are impressive considering they've supposedly just learned to sing.
And I'll sing once more.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.